Christopher can't really walk on his own, talk, do some of the things that most children might do, but he does get to ride a horse. That kind of makes it special for him.
PATH serves riders with many different types of disabilities, and a lot of them have multiple disabilities. Cerebral palsy, we have deaf riders, blind riders, learning disabilities, ADHD, fetal alcohol syndrome, and post-traumatic stress disorder.
I think when he gets out here, he kind of knows what's going to happen. He anticipates a little bit, gets a little bit more excited, gets a little bit more vocal, and so really does enjoy that.
PATH stands for Palouse Area Therapeutic Horsemanship, and it was founded in 1979 by Dr. Leo Bustad. It is a premier accredited center of NARA, which was founded as the North American Riding for the Handicapped Association. There are many other therapeutic riding programs, but PATH was the first one that was actually part of College of Veterinary Medicine. Most of our volunteers are Washington State University students. We have close to 150 volunteers that donate over 2,000 hours of their time.
It's a very safe environment, and the more I watched him, the more I realized Christopher can actually do more than I thought. So that was honestly good for the parents to see as well. So I think it's maybe taking some challenges that we wouldn't naturally take on our own, might be a little bit afraid of, but you find out in the end, you're so glad you did it.
Certainly there are a lot of physical benefits, including strengthening of the core muscles and improving coordination and flexibility. We also try to address cognitive function. For a lot of our riders, this is the highlight of their week. They get to come to PATH, they ride a horse, they're interacting with our wonderful volunteers, and for many of them it's the only option they have for outdoor active type recreation.
He's learned a sign in sign language where he taps the horn on the saddle to indicate that he'd like to have the horse walk. And so it's a little bit, it's an area where he has control of his world, and there's not a whole lot of opportunities like that for him.
Path to Success is an extension of the PATH program, but where the PATH program works predominantly with children and adults with disabilities, we're working just with children and really working on social and emotional development with kids. A child who is afraid sometimes or reluctant to talk or to interact with someone, they can sort of work it out with a horse. The horses are non-judgmental, but they also kind of can figure out if you're a little reluctant or a little afraid to work with them.
Well, I get to work with horses like Jack. It's also fun because you get to interact with them. You know, like, it's not just you being by yourself, you also get to interact.
Sometimes, like, you can be like really mad or something at school, and then like coming and then riding on the horses makes you kind of happy.
So even though we're working with only a small number of kids right now, our hope is that we could turn this into a much larger program, perhaps provide our own training program to help others develop programs that can be used in other school districts.
So I would encourage any parent to look into the program, to try it out.
It's the ultimate goal to have the PATH program moved on campus, which would enable us to expand the program and offer it to more people. In spite of increasing our size by 50%, we still have a waiting list with approximately 15 to 20 people on it.